North Main Commons Beer Fest back with Jerry from Wild Heart in Hartsville.
Yep.
So, Hartsville, I gotta let you know, it's not the name of a town that people think of. So, give people an idea of where to find you, where to go to find you.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with the Darlington racetrack, we're about 15 minutes from the Darlington racetrack. I know there's a lot of NASCAR fans in the South.
Yeah.
If you're not, if you're going down 95 and you pass Buc-ee's, we're about 20 miles west of Buc-ee's.
And Buc-ee's is something that hits hard. So if you think Buc-ee's, think Wild Heart.
Yes.
All right, so this is an interesting question because it's different from beer festivals that someone hosts versus beer fests that someone attends as a guest. So how does the idea, the strategy, theory change as far as what beers to bring when you're here, when people can go inside and try whatever they want that you brew, versus somewhere that's not your site and you need to bring what you think will sell best to get people in your door?
Right, so our strategy is we always want to bring at least one core beer. When people ask, hey, where can we find your beer? This is what it looks like. You can find it at Greens or Bottles or any of your shops that carry it. But we also want to bring something that is going to attract people, something that's different. What are we offering that you can't get at any other brewery? And so we wanted to bring something sessionable since it's so hot this time. So we brought 3 sessionable beers that are around 5.5%, and then of course the Pickle beer, and then the Gatorade Seltzer you got. And just doing some side pours, letting people sample it. Hey, this is other stuff that we offer that's different. It's not something you're gonna get every day.
88 degrees today, pushing 90. All right, you mentioned the Gatorade beer that I'm got in my glass right now, but we had a conversation earlier about the Dill Murray, the Pickle beer. Yep. And that was, I don't want to say anything, I want to give you the floor first. So, pickle beers, they often can have a negative connotation. Yeah. So sell your pickle beer to the public.
Yeah, so Dill Murray is our pickle beer that we offer. It's our house kettle sour, and it's conditional Mount Olive pickle juice, 4.8%, and it drinks, especially on an 88-degree day like this, it drinks amazing. We took it to Charleston Beer Fest last year, and it was the first beer that we kicked. Great response, so we decided to do it twice a year now.
And it is straight pickle juice. Straight pickle juice.
Yes.
And so you just said that's a kettle sour.
Yeah.
Now there was a kettle sour that you had, and I tried your blueberry beer first.
Yep.
And I was deciding between the two of them. I tried the blueberry beer first, and the kettle kicked. The other kettle beer kicked. So I didn't get to try that one. But the pickle beer, straight pickle juice, and I think of kettle sours, I think of something dry.
Right.
That was not dry. That was very moist, wet, mouthfeel, straight pickle juice. So tell me about, since you brought it up, since you put it in that bucket, tell me about the strategy towards what bucket you put a beer in when you brew it.
Oh, man. As far as, what do you...
You brew a beer, you have a theory, an idea in your head.
Right.
Then you brew it, you do all the work, and it comes out, you taste it. Did it still fit the theory you had in your head when you started?
Yeah. A lot of times you have an idea and you're like, man, I hope this turns out right. That first kettle sour, that literally was a shot in the dark that we just did. It was pink dragon fruit for the color, lime and ginger. Ginger goes a long way, and ginger is one of those very polarizing things. And so it literally was a guess because we've never used it before, and it turned out great. It was balanced, it was refreshing. In fact, it was the first thing that we kicked. We only brought a few crowlers of it, but it got great reception as well.
A shot in the dark, that was the first beer that you kicked.
Yep.
That's got to make you feel good.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, sell this. This is a seltzer. Seltzers obviously have a pretty polarizing interpretation to them. So before I smell it, sip it, give the what was your intention with this beer?
Yeah, so we started a series, and it's called the Game Day series, and it's based around a certain sports drink Not going to drop the name, but
Yeah.
similar to
Wink,
Gatorade.
wink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've done Fruit Punch in the past. We've done the Riptide Rush and the Blue Glacier. This is lemon lime, super crushable, right at 5%, and it drinks literally like Gatorade.
First of all, it smells like a sports drink, maybe slightly sweeter, but it does have that kind of lemon lime, kind of refreshing electrolyte type aroma. It's still very, very sweet.
Yeah.
It's still very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Sweeter than a sports drink. So, F you the copyrights, because this is a lot sweeter than something you're going to grab when you're trying to push through a road trip or post-athletic event.
Yeah, you're taking seltzers all sugar anyway, sugar water, and so now we're dosing sugar on top of the sugar water. And, yeah.
Okay, before we close, I have to ask since you brought it up. How do you pull out that sports drink flavor but still pushing the sugar out? How do you strike that balance?
Oh, man. It's tough. So when we make this, we try to keep it as close to traditional that we can keep it, but not be overly sweet. So dose testing is huge for us. So we'll take our batch, our normal seltzer base, and we'll dose test it to try to get it dialed in as close as we can without being overly sweet, but it still maintains that flavor.
So you do have a base to this. This is kind of the same strategy that, like, I know Edmund's Oast uses, where they use a base sour and then they manipulate it as needed.
Yep.
So this is you're kind of the same strategy,
Yes.
where it's a base sour.
Yep.
What is the base sour?
So the base seltzer is literally just we use a Kveik yeast, and it cleans up really well and gets rid of the yeast flavor that you'll get a lot of times with seltzers. Cleans out that yeast really well, and then we also filter it to make sure it's clear as possible, and that way when you look at it, you can see through it, and the flavor's there, and it doesn't compromise anything.
Awesome. Jerry, North Main Commons Beer Festival. Thanks for
Appreciate it,
joining
man.
me.
Yes.